Brett on base is quietly curling up and getting ready to approach all-time highs. Now, I say quietly because at this point, Bitcoin is getting most of the attention in the market, and then a little bit ETH memes and Sol memes as usual. But honestly, base chain memes have performed pretty much better than any of those recently, but people just aren't talking about it quite as much. We'll get to that in a second, but first, let's check out the Brett price chart. So at this point, I think you all know the history. It has been 8 months since this coin was launched. It had the famous run-up in month 1 last March to 800 million market cap. Then it pulled back to a low of 275 million amidst a sea of FUD that every big meme coin gets at some point. Pepe had the exact same thing happen to them at exactly the same time. But for Brett, the FUD proved to be just that. And then in June, it had its second big surge, this time to a new all-time high, 1.8 billion MC, and base chain memes in general during this time had their second big pump. But this is when the price chart gets a little surprising. So yeah, it pulled back a little bit after that as expected, but right around mid-August, that is when people expected Brett and base chain in general to have the third big surge. Why? Well, number one, it had been a couple months, but more importantly, the annual base chain conference, it was called the On-Chain Summit, that took place in San Francisco, August 16th, 18th. It's going to be it was the first annual conference of base chain, and they plan on making it an annual thing. And with other on-chain conferences like ETH Denver, that happens every year in February, Solana Breakpoint, that happened in September, we see all the memes on that specific chain rise right around the conference. People expected that to happen with base chain memes, and it just didn't for whatever reason. See, for the next month, 2 months, they remained fairly flat. A lot of people at this point in October were calling base chain a dead chain. I think it was just due to the fact August and September are by far the two slowest months in crypto in general. So the on-chain summit just didn't have enough juice to help Brett rise. But all it took was a presidential election. Then we zoom in right here, literally the day after the election, November 7th, that is when Brett started going stratospheric, and it has done exactly a 2x since then in the last week, going from 750 million market cap right then to about exactly 1.5 billion right now. And as mentioned, it is not just Brett on base that is pumping. All base chain memes are surging right now. Here is Mr. Miggle's 7-day chart. Here is Dog and Me. Here is KeyCat. Base chain memes are hot. Back to Brett. The best part about it is they are still not listed on 5 of the top 6 exchanges. I think at this point, people think Brett's probably listed on every exchange except Binance or every exchange except Coinbase. No, that's not the case. Brett, first let's look at the ones that they are listed on. They're listed on Upbit, BitGet, KuCoin, Huobi, and Gate. Those exchanges are all pretty much ranked 6 through 10. But if you look at the remainder of the top 10, they are not listed on Binance, Bybit, Coinbase, OKX, and Kraken. That's 5 of the top 6 exchanges in the world Brett is not yet listed on. So why is that a good thing? Because that's when the pumps happen. When a meme coin gets listed on a few top exchanges in quick succession right after one another, that is where a parabolic run happens. And a lot of whales are banking that for Brett, it is going to happen very soon. Like this guy just bought $640,000 worth of Brett tokens earlier this morning. I would guess he is attempting to front run a possible Coinbase listing for Brett. I don't think he knows it's going to happen. I think he just thinks it's likely to happen. Why do I think that? Because Coinbase just yesterday announced that they were listing Pepe and WIF. And then additionally, the day before, Binance listed Peanut Coin. So the only big billion-dollar meme coin that is still around that hasn't been listed by either of those two is Brett. So do I think it's going to happen sooner rather than later? Yes. And what all these recent listings show? It shows, one, exchanges are more and more open to listing meme coins like these. Number 2, they like to do the listings when the market is pumping right now. So do I think Brett will be sooner rather than later? Yes, I do. But obviously, nothing's guaranteed. That's it for now, guys. Brett Army, and drop a comment down below. Let me know when or if you think the Coinbase listing is going to happen. Let me know also your main price prediction. When do you think it's going to hit all-time high? What do you think the new all-time high is going to be? And remember, this is not financial advice. Do your own due diligence. It goes well beyond the contents of this video. Never invest more than you can afford to lose as well. Ben Crypto signing out. Be back with a new video. Catch you later.